Hey everyone, Wander here, and welcome back to, oh hey, I've got another sparkly. Welcome back to some more AutoForge. I have an entangled ancient tech and some random tech. So we might as well actually dig down to the ground. Oh, but I should go get a ladder. Question, can I just make ladders? Because if I can just make ladders, I'm gonna just make ladders. I don't know how many ladders I can make. I'm just gonna make all of them. I probably have a ton of wood in my inventory anyway. There we go. That's big enough. All right. Do you want to just go down from here? I think so. Actually, in retrospect, I should probably do ladders. And maybe I shouldn't actually have it be too wide. There we go. The reason being, this way, I don't have to worry about any ghosts or goblins nibbling on me as I go down, or anything on the surface falling down into this hole, which might end up being, you know, potentially a problem. Let's see. Ghosts or goblins. I don't think there are any ghosts or goblins in this game. That's fine. And yes, I know I saw that sparkly. I'll go for it in a bit. I just mostly want to figure out what's here. Or see if we can find, like, a surface thing. Or, well, not surface thing, a pocket? And anything. Interestingly enough, it's pretty devoid. I was expecting to hit at least, like, some stuff. Or this is one, actually. It's just, no, it's not. It's just so freaking dark here. There we go. Yeah, I really wish there was, like, a dedicated torch button or something. That was something that Terraria has. And while I don't necessarily want to say that, like, every game needs to take every cue from Terraria, there's a couple of things that are actually, like, really nice quality of life that I'd love to see reflected in here. But who knows, that might also be some kind of perk that I get for this character. Let's see, from that upgrade thing. Okay. Well, I'm not seeing any other deposits. We do have this, though. I might as well get in here. And get stabby. Because, yeah, now that I know that these things give me the shadow essence I need to actually be able to... Watching them jump up is very funny. Let's see. That's how I get the shadow essence. Is this... That might be wood? If that's wood, I'm going to be very happy. We've been kind of low on it. Get that there. Oops, didn't mean to take out the torch. There we go. Nope, it's not wood. Iron? Iron ore. Well, considering we actually... Oh my gosh, this is huge, actually. Because, yeah, we've been a little low on iron. Because all we had are those two little deposits. Nothing more. Let's see. Just gonna clear all this area out. Looks like it's pretty clear. Oop. Ow. Well, that's fine. We can just go back down. So yeah, ton of iron here. The main question is, well, one, I should get some light in here. There we go. Two, how big is this? Because, yeah, I think we're going to want to set up a full mining operation here. We're about to get a new type of drill, too. So I should go for that. And, of course, I'm out of power. I really should, like, carry a crank generator with me. Well, can I make one? presumably. Inventory is full, though. Here, I'm just going to put a treasure chest down. Put some of this away. Put the chest here. Put a crank generator here. Okay. And I'm going to need that. All right, there we go. Just power myself. Why don't I? That should be all I need. Let's grab the ladders back. Some of the ladders. We'll be back. Put that there. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure if this is... Do we want to be one layer lower? You know what? I think what we do is we actually go back to the silver mine and dig from there. I like to keep my base reasonably on kind of the same level the entire way through. And so, easier to start from there and go back. Plus, then I can extend the power infrastructure and some other things cleanly, as opposed to having to guesstimate poorly. I'd really acknowledge how nice the background's parallax is. It'd be nice if there were ways that you could actually get it to, like, look less, trashy. Let's see. Oh, and we do know how to make this now. We just need magicite now. Okay, that's a something for later, I think. Put in the bricks, put in that. I have more oil than I know what to do with. Okay, that'll do. So, I guess what I should probably do... Yeah, that music always pops in. Wish that song had a little bit of a fade. Not a big issue, but still. So, yeah, because I can just extend this all the way over. I am going to need more platforms. Which, can I just make them? Yeah, I can just make a bunch. I'm not doing anything there anyway. Okay, and that's where my torches are already. That's a good sign. Yeah, okay. You know what? I've got that disc. Let's go use the disc up before I do anything else. Just in case I can increase my... might be able to increase my mining power. But there might be another thing that's useful. So monsters drop more items, resource scanning, rolling, base harvesting, power and speed is really tempting. Find seeds more often, interaction range, double jump, running speed, or sparkles, unique per type. Grapple onto nearby power relays by pressing L. L? Not sure if I like that one much, but that's okay. Move around while hovering. Hold sword back for extra damage. Increase inventory. Inventory stack size is kind of nice. I still think I want to go for scan. Even though the harvesting might be nice. How do I scan for resources? Oh, here it is. Oh. Oh, we're definitely going over here. There's a wood deposit as well. Okay, right. I should just go up. I am always really shocked at how far you can zoom out in this game. Delighted. Really. Shocked is kind of a, like... I mean, I guess? I don't know. It's one of those where, like, shocked has negative connotations. And I'd prefer not to make developers think that, like, something is wrong, ever. Because I've definitely had some developers where I use, like, superlative language. And there's some degree of, like, oh no, do I need to fix that? And I'm like, no, it's good. A lot of that has to do probably with translations, you know, things that for me are just basic colloquialisms might actually end up sounding negative to somebody unfamiliar. With like my verbiage or even era. I don't know, there's always kind of discourse back and forth about like the kids and their language and everything like that. But like apparently it's fairly like normal for younger kids to actually be reclaiming words that like I actually would be slightly aghast by if somebody used them, you know, around me. And I'm not actually sure if like every term should be recovered. You know, when I was growing up, there was a lot of like slurs for LGBTQ people, and like a couple of them have been reclaimed at this point, and that's nice. But some of them I feel like never should be. And every once in a while, I see somebody using it casually, and I'm like, "Oi, no, thank you." Always surprises me a little bit when there's kind of that disconnect, because I just kind of assumed everybody had sworn off that language. Okay, there we go. We're pretty much back to where we were. Knowing that there's another wood deposit here is so nice. Because that means I can make a whole second iron foundry out here. We'll have to pipe the silver and other stuff, but like the big bottlenecks I was running into in the other area were entirely because I was having major resource limitations. We just did not have enough iron or wood for that matter. So potentially having a big deposit out here is going to be a huge. Now I'm just gonna take all this up. Don't remember seeing if there was a bigger deposit that I could get. Did I clear out my inventory enough to proclaim this chest? I think I did. There we go. So the problem is I'm going to need magicite. Potentially in large quantities if I want to make this section work. But I do want to go find this hypothetical wood deposit over here as well. Because unlike the iron deposit, which was very visible, this one is supposedly here, but I don't see any sparkly. That? Oh. No, it's just in the center of every map? Oh, so that means that there's a wood deposit somewhere in this quadrant. I just don't know where it is. Oh. That's interesting, actually. Might actually be down there. Well, one way or another, let's reconnect the power relays so I don't need to worry about them as much. Because, yeah, if we made new drills, and the new drills potentially use energy instead of burning wood, one, that's going to mean I can fit a lot more of them in here. Two, it means we are going to need to have the power network connected. There we go. Okay, could do more than this. I think I'm just going to go down. So this is just sandstone. Okay, got the sandstone node discovered. So that's not what I was looking for. Go here, blow all that stuff up. Yeah, do I want to just keep going down? Because if we know there's a wood deposit here, I just have to explore the whole area. It's bigger than you'd think, I suppose. Okay. I don't know if any of these can injure me. But it's not worth it. Not worth risking. Okay. Dang. So I'm just gonna go... Let's go back down. Oop. I'm just gonna extend the ladder up. Okay. So yeah, we've got a big ol' iron deposit. I guess I haven't checked anything to the upper right. But I think instead of going up and down, what I should do is probably just go... Let's see. I should probably just go laterally. Because it's much easier and faster-ish. Okay, faster except for the getting the platforms in. Ladders go, I think, a little bit quicker. Okay. I can just hang out slightly in the back, at the very least. Leave that. Okay, the chances of there being any kind of sparkly resources here, pretty much nil. So I think I can write this area off. Okay. Now there is the possibility there is something down lower. Where do I want to go? My next series of platforms. I don't know. Just gonna beat these guys up. Oh. No, I can't. I can't slash. For a second I was thinking I might be able to slash my way through terrain, and I was like, oh. Interesting that I can. The answer is no, I can't. Okay. Bunch of stone. I guess we should go clear out my inventory space. I guess we might want to actually use an upgrade chip to expand my inventory space. Well, all things considered. Some chests here. Okay, what do I not need my inventory right now? These, that. Let's see. Definitely not this much iron or sand. Okay, definitely don't need the biomass. There we go. That's a lot better. And I might as well grab the mushrooms. I don't really know if there's like much of a downside to leaving things just sitting around on the ground. I know some video games tend to freak out at you. Like, I'm trying to think of which games it was. But like back in the day, there was definitely... I would have issues with games having too many loose objects with collision issues causing performance issues. I think a lot of game developers have gotten better about that sort of thing, either finding ways around collision issues or just like actively managing them better. but you never know. Okay, so we get some shears, tools for pruning, a saw blade, flame Christus egg, mana fiber, and some stone. Interesting. And then there's something down here. Big chamber. Go to this one. Of course. Oh, no. The ladder does not bonk. That's interesting. Nope. Nope. Ow. Well, at least each of these health containers gets me a full heart. Okay, let's see what's in here. What? Well, puck to you, my friend. I don't have anything fit for golem consumption right now, other than good company. Oh, you're the new guy, huh? Hope you're settling in well. Well, I'm Mookie. Keep this little corner of the world's welcome for everyone passing through. Puck, how's your day going, small one? Stay as long as you like. I've got nowhere to be. You know, the apothecary Zasha stops by from time to time. If you have an interest in plants and stuff, you pay her a visit, Puck. I was not expecting, I'll take them on your map. Just let me excuse my reach and Puck. Ah, you'll find them in the map marker I just added. They're pretty far down. Okay. And we're also in a different biome at this point, so I think I'm just going to leave this. Neat to see that there's NPCs, though. I actually was not expecting friendly NPCs in this game. I don't know why. That in and of itself is a weird tragedy. I mean, not really a problem, just an annoyance. Okay. Well, do we just go left? Though I'm not in the right biome anymore. So there's not really much of a reason for me to be going here. I'll just extend that for the time being so I can get back later. Okay. So where's the turning point? About right here. Yeah, so I think I'm just going to extend platforms and go mining. To the left out this direction. Glad to see that sand isn't just going to fall on my head in this one. That was, I think, one of my big frustrations always in Terraria. Was going into the couple of biomes where stuff would like fall on your head and trap you and you'd have to like awkwardly dig yourself out. I think it was part of the charm, if it makes sense. But on the flip side, I don't know. I think it was the charm for that game, and any other game seeking to emulate it would just feel strange. Let's see. Think of other things. Ooh, fancy chest. Okay. What do we got around here? Kind of nothing. I guess I should probably look into Magicite sooner than later. Okay. We got this. Broken mainframe. Well, it's got another one of the discs. Grab the goodies. guys are just going to be breaking everything. So am I. That's okay. I can go break their nest. Hi. Yes. Okay, get those there. And slap them into oblivion. Okay. So this is... Well, we've seen a fair bit. Still know what I'm looking for, though. Oh. Got some of the little blasty things. Oh, and we're out of... I do have more of these. And yeah, I should probably go back and grab another stack of wood. I did want to look at this. So this is a different biome with more stuff in it. Interesting seeming stuff. Okay, nope. What's that? Glowing strong box, golem launch, equipment mainframe. Oh, right. We can do that. Forgot that's something I should look into doing. Okay. Well, let's go back. I'm out of wood, and we have, I think, 2 artifacts that I can equip. Still haven't found the wood out here, and in retrospect, it's not the most important thing. Oop. Because getting that wood deposit, I mean, will be really nice. But hardly end all be all. Okay. I guess I'm going to take the circuitous long way home. Because, yeah, I think what we want to do is get back to where my base is and just extend all of this territory. Well, I guess if I'm going to be slowed down, just get up here, recharge. Get back to normal. Grab this. Yeah, because I might as well slowly work on excavating much of this base. Oops. Because I'm going to need all of this space and then some. Let's see. Grab this. Oop. Did not immediately expect to run into a hole, but hey. Okay. These down here. Connect it all, and we're back home. So first and foremost, I got another one of these. Max energy, inventory space, tether relay. Like, the tethers are kind of interesting, but I don't know if I'd use those. Inventory space is going to be really helpful. I think I might want to go for the harvesting power and speed, though. Just for getting around and exploring. So we also have 2 trinkets. Increase max energy, harvest speed by 50%. Yo. But that's harvest speed. Nope, never mind. This is extremely fast. Okay, that's a huge plus. So, go back to Chestman and drop some things off. I have shears, a saw blade, And eggs that I don't know what to do with. We may also want the thing that lets me deposit to nearby chests. Just because. Let's see. Because otherwise this is going to become kind of a mess. Alright, now that I'm feeling a lot better. Oh. Okay. I need to figure this out. So we're having, well, not through line issues. Yeah, we are having some resource issues. So a lot of it is because this entire bottom layer. Yeah, okay. This entire bottom layer just isn't having enough resources going through it. I mean, easy enough to just kind of put a splitter on this. Obviously, this is like the really dirty, messy way of fixing things, but like, oh well. Yeah, I'll just pile this in. It'll technically... Oh no, it's not going to go full circle, but at least this way we'll be able to pump more wood into the system for now. Let's see, is everything else doing fine? Yeah, because part of the problem is this line is both feeding all of the factory, but then the entire iron production line, which is, of course, not great. That's how we run out of things. Okay, so yeah, it was actually crank handles that were my biggest limitation. Hopefully this will speed things up dramatically. Looks like it will, actually. We're back up to full. Yeah, so I don't think I want to add anything else to this production chain. There's like some... Well, I mean, I could. But I think whatever I add after this point is going to be stuff downline. I almost wonder if there's a way that you can put like an overflow valve onto things. I don't think that's an option here, but it would be an interesting way of doing stuff. Okay. Well, one way or another, I need to look into magicite. And I don't know how to do that. Let's see. Turn Alt back on. See what I can do. That's all just silver. I don't know which of these is going to have it. I'm assuming it's maybe the distiller. It's either the distiller, no. Or it might be these things. It's structures. Oh, or it's a matter refiner. Okay, let's just make a bunch and see what I can do with it. Okay, so I can make metal mineral. Huh. Biomass. So no, it's not that. Okay. Where do I make magicite? Okay, magicite requires metal, mana, and quartz. Oh. Is quartz something I have to scan for? That's adamantine. Water wellspring. Stone, sandstone. No. Okay, so quartz is something I can make. Oh. Of course it is. Okay. Oh, it just requires sand in an assembler. Well. And yeah. And then we're gonna need metal. I guess let's figure out this whole matter thing. So if I want to make metal, metal just takes iron bars and turns them into metal. Well, ow. I should probably put some safety platforms so I don't keep doing that to myself. So the question here is mostly, how do I want to get the sand down here? Because I think we should probably just stick to the main bus. It might be one of those that I just loop in resources from elsewhere if a line starts running dry. Rather than anything else, I don't know. It's like, is that the most practical thing I can do here? Because I like having a main bus. It's easy to work with. The main issue is just when any of my resource, like, routing. Or I guess it's not resource routing. It's when the resource supply dries up or is currently overwhelmed. Then again, if we're able to get the new types of drills, I might actually be able to extend my production by a fair bit. Can I actually check that? Structures. Okay, craft time. Does not say how much it can make. Okay. Yeah, so I think I'm just going to have to clear some stuff up here. We're just going to route sand over. Then I think I'll probably build on the south side of it, or south side. I'll probably build on the lower section, like the chambers below, rather than trying to stick it out in that region. Here we go. Grab these. Probably also go grab more platforms, because I'm burning through them at pretty rapid pace here. I do feel kind of bad that my base has just become empty platforms and walkways. At some point, maybe we get the ability to do, like, electrified floors. At which point, I am going to very happily probably reskin the whole base. Maybe? I don't know. I always struggle with base aesthetics in these games. Okay. So here's the sand. Yep. And I know we have sandstone out the other direction. That one song needs just like a little bit of a something. Okay. Put this here. Because it always pops in and surprises the heck out of me. What? Oh, because I wasn't actually on the platform. I was one layer down. Well, I might as well just make some more combustion drills. There we go. And honestly, I think I'm just going to extend the sand out this direction instead of trying to have it loop around the other direction. There's a very real possibility we're going to need to pipe the wood further to the left, though, I mean, there is some question on, like, let's see. What was I going to say? There's some question on whether or not I'm going to be able to even extend my wood that far, but I don't know. You know, I'm not really using this section. We'll just transport through it. Oops. Do that. Do I even want to keep my wood here or my ladders here? Yeah, I think so. There's no way I'm going to have fully unified ladder setups with the with all the myriad deposits in this area. Okay, go down here. Go over here. Yeah. Okay, because once again, quartz requires just sand. Oh. In retrospect, maybe I should have... just made the quartz on site? I guess the question is, how many things require... because that's glass and resin. We don't know mineral. Yeah, the question is, do I want the sand on site? Or would it be easier for me to just make a bunch of assemblers? 'Cause I'm not using this area. And I likely never will. For anything other than this. We've already got kind of a glass foundry. And I might need to pipe that over. But yeah, you know what? Let's just process all of the sand beforehand. Because otherwise I'm just going to have a ton of machines kind of in my main factory area. Maybe that's fine. I can make saw blades. Okay. So I need assemblers. Oh, I also need iron gears. Probably also let's go back up to the brickworks. Not that these are outputting much, but at the very least I can offload a bunch of the rock I've got in my inventory. Not using and can't use. That one outputting bricks into the line. Okay, so let's cut this off. Oh, I'm out of mana. At some point, yeah, I'll have to unify some of these. There we go. Just make a bunch of assemblers. Right. And I should also connect the power lines. Because I don't want to break this chain if I can avoid doing so. I'd rather kind of move things around and configure. Like, it really isn't too much of a big ask. Strangely. Yeah, that's like the one spot. Okay, there we go. Easily solved. Just in case I'm going to be getting the power drills soon. And I should make the most of that. Okay, so next order of business. Assemblers are... going to be 3 high. So I'm actually going to pick this up. Move this here. Okay, just put these here. You know what? We'll have a splitter. A little on the ugly side. And I might have to move some of these around. I don't necessarily know. I haven't done the math on how much each of these require. Move that there. Splitter here. Up and over. Okay, now we can move the assemblers over just one more. And we can fit in some more. And I really could reconfigure this entire thing. But I don't wanna. Okay, so your shtick is to make quartz. Kind of want to do the same thing down here. I could maybe fit in another layer. I just don't know if I need to. Okay, pick those up. Then I think I'm going to have the sand line go in between. Because what I'm thinking is, this is going to be a big quartz factory. I don't know how much quartz I'm going to need long term. But I sure as heck am not using all of these. All of this sand. Okay, so we're just going to have the sand go there. Pick these up. I wonder if there's a way that you can copy and paste a recipe. Maybe. Okay. So then, rather than trying to, tear up all of this, I think what I'm going to do is just have a chest. Quartz forward. Oh, that's mana crystals. Oh well, sand is the important one. Quartz. There we go. And the pixel art on this game has always been lovely. Like, Korea looks great. This one looks extremely nice, too. I know there have been a number of comments from people being like, hopefully they finish this one, unlike Korea, which they abandoned, but it's like, I don't know. I think developers should be allowed to, bail on games if it's not working for them anymore. You know, not making sales, or if, they've done most of enough. I think games like Minecraft and Terraria have given people this, weird perception that games need to be constantly updated and fixed, or even finished to the point where they're on par with, you know, Terraria or Minecraft or so on and so forth. I feel like that's kind of created this really toxic situation where a lot of people believe that developers need to just keep grinding out games for them endlessly. I always feel kind of bad about that. I get it. You bought a game, but I don't know. You ever bought a bad burger before? I mean, oh, is my PNG tuber's gone silent on me, hasn't it? Sorry about that. I went to go take a nap. And there we go. Fixed it. I've gone to plenty of restaurants before and had mediocre food for the same price that I paid for most indie video games. And I think the only time I think I've only ever actively said no, replace this was the one time I went to It was like a Tex-Mex place. And it, like, reviewed well. You know, everybody said it was great. And I don't know if this is like a me quirk or a what. But I couldn't taste it. I think I'd ordered, it was like a chimichanga or something. And I'd specifically ordered, here's a question. I think I'd ordered a chimichanga, because I like them. They're kind of tasty. But as part of it, they'd like charred the meat inside. And I don't do well with charred meat because I can taste the char way more than I can taste anything else. And so it was one of those where like I legitimately just was unable to eat the rest of the meal because it just tasted like, well, charred meat, nothing more. And so that is like the one time I said, you know, I just can't eat this. You know, please take it back. I felt bad because it was just like, I mean, they supplied the ingredients, they cooked the food, and that, you know, there was something wrong with me in such a way that I was like unable. I should probably actually come back and grab the sand out of this. Oh well. I wanted to check something, because if I want to make one of these, that's just transport tubes and gears, which is actually exactly what I need. Okay. Because I just realized I can put one of these here. Because this can be fed with transport tubes from the other one. Right? I'll have to test to see how this works. Because what I want to see is, can this assembler output into this chest? Let's see what happens when it's full. Okay, so it cannot, normally. Let's see. Okay, right. Splitters can't feed into things. But that's okay, because now I can just put the assembler here. Okay, your job is to make these. And then I'm going to want an assembler right where this torch is. It's a very silly setup. Okay, gears. Okay, so if we're lucky, this will get me underground pipes and gears and stuff. What do I need for that? Transport tubes and mana. That's... I should probably just make that elsewhere. There's probably a more elegant way of doing this. Let's see. Main goal is to just make sure that I have these things stacking up. There we go. Oh, you know what? I also don't need this many gears. There we go. Okay, so now I've got quartz for days. I got distracted. What was I doing? I think I just didn't have enough pipes. Okay. let's go back to making magicite. So I need metal, quartz, and mana. Yeah, so I think what I'm probably going to do is just extend this all down. I mean, realistically, I have this whole area. I could just make what I need. Oh, but I don't have a whole lot of space. Yeah. Yeah, let's just continue this all into the underground. Because I'm not using this area anyway. I might actually want to try and, well, I don't know. I think that's just going to be too small for my needs. Yeah, so we're just going to extend this down. There we go. There we go. I wonder why that wasn't extending. So to my knowledge, there is nothing in this area below. Gives me a good workable space to extend the factory. I think I'm going to give myself a little bit of room underneath the crystal. Just for the sake of not having the thing buried. There's the chamber I was locked away in. I'm just completely irreverent towards it. I mean, should I be reverent towards it? I have no idea. Okay. The other question is, do I want to go kind of nuts here? Well, I guess I shouldn't go too nuts. Because I don't know how far I've extended my base down. Oh. I ran out of ladders. Oh no. 32 should be enough. On the plus side, we did find a goodie. One more. I like it when I find these. Grab another one of these. I guess actually, while I'm here. Okay, so we've got ladders. Did not check. Okay, it's here. That's a pipe. Okay, there we go. Yeah, make sure I do not go spelunking with a limited quantity of ladders in the dark. That is a terrible idea. Alright. Well, one way or another, this is plenty of space to work with. Let's see. How are we thinking? Put these here. Put these here. To go back to the topic of, like, unfinished games, I know for, like, on a personal level, I would prefer it if every single game that I, like, you know, a developer makes gets finished, but I think that's true for most developers, too. That there very much is that desire to finish what you start. I don't think most developers ditch a game lightly. Okay, we should probably clear out my inventory. What am I carrying around? A couple hundred rocks. That'd do it. Yeah, sadly, I'm not using the bricks for, like, much of anything. Okay, and a lot of gears, too. Let's see. Well, there's more rocks. I guess next order of business is connecting the power network down. Oh, don't we have more? We do. Power transmitter. I want to see what one of these looks like. We also have the power relays. Oh. Okay. I had one of these. Alt. This one. Since there's a higher tier version of the power relay, we might want to look into that for extending our factory out. I don't think I'm going to change what I've already built, unless I really want to tear things up. And, spoilers, don't really. Sounds like a pain. Okay. Well, I guess first and foremost, make this start stocking up. Because, yeah, we've got sand, but that's fine. I want to make a couple of these. I want to see how big they are. Because I think this thing, yeah, has obscene range. But really what I want to make are more power relay 2s. I'm just going to give this guy a hat. It's not really a hat. Not for him anyway. But it floats above his head. I'll call it close enough. Okay. Go here. You know what? There is something that is actually going to make my life a lot easier. Go over here to this. I got a chip. I think we grab transfer. There's some other ones that would be nice, but being able to just walk up to those chests and be like, please just take it all, is going to be lovely. I might have to go back and grab more stuff. But that's an easy way of me getting rid of, like, the extra mushrooms and whatnot. Okay, so big question is, let's put this here and oh, baby. Look at that. Wait. Yeah, there we go. So in that case, let's tear that one up. That is some convenient power transfer. Main question is mostly, how is that going to affect my lineup? You know what, seeing as this is already the platform, we're just going to extend this here. There we go. Yeah, because I can just take this whole place. Realize I'm spending a lot of this episode just cleaning. I think that is kind of the point, though. That making room for the factory is like a significant portion of this game. At some point I'll do a stone block series, then we really get to see what happens when you have to, like, make room for big machines. Maybe? I actually don't remember. I remember messing with water wheels, and, like, that was a mess. The other stuff, maybe not so much, though. I guess out of platforms? Probably out of platforms. Okay. Well, at the very least, let's get an assembler here. extend that there. I guess let's go grab some more platforms, since they're right above me. Okay. Then I'm going to want to just grab that, split. Oh, you know what? I should make... these have at least 2 spaces between them. I knew this. Okay, there we go. Stack at 50. I think I've never played Factorio before. Well, it's okay. Because my thoughts are, I'm just going to... There we go. I'm just going to extend this over here. Get an assembler. I guess it's 1 high. It's fine. Okay. Back up here. We really don't need that anymore, do we? Put this here. Put this here. Because, yeah, my underground belts can't function. Oh, not you. You. Perfect. I'll just have to have some other ones. You know what? Let's just tear this up. There we go. All right. And what is this? Oh, mana turrets. Okay. There we go. So we now have a very slow trickle of higher tier power relays. That'll save me from having to make them. So what's our issue? I think our issue is the fact that I have this chest here. Okay, then let's take a look at our quartz, because this feels like a really slow output. Oh, it's because of utter lack of sand. Yeah, okay, so from what I remember, what can a pipe carry? Transports items between structures. But how can I check the rate? I thought it was like 120 something. This might be a research thing that I can see. Yeah, researching mining. Yeah, where did I get 120 items per? One way or another, this is generating 15. Yeah, so the main problem is we have a bunch of combustion drills, but they're currently unable to get enough down the line. So I guess we're just going to take the long way around after all. There we go. And I should probably get some more ladders at some point. Let's see. retrospect, maybe I shouldn't have stuff along the wood, but it's fine. Should be able to make... Oh, but I'm going to need another wood line. It's fine. Okay, can I make another stack of these? We still really want to look into the energy drills. But I can work on that in a bit. Uh-oh. Well, at least it didn't go far. Yeah, that's a bit of an issue. Okay, but I think we're fine. Pick that up. Send that here. Move this over. And there. Now we've got some more combustion drills. Perfect. Okay, so that should be enough sand. We've actually maxed out pretty much this entire deposit. That should be plenty of quartz. There are no other bottleneck issues. And yeah, I don't want to rip up the glass thing yet, unless I absolutely have to. Okay. So in that case... we need to do some pipe wizardry. So there's 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so the reason why I want to leave a 2 gap between is that way I don't have to do like weird shenanigans if I'm doing underground pipe stuff. Technically, I can just have the other lines underground pipe. But we technically have unlimited space. There's no reason not to. Okay. You know what? I have a deconstruction thing. I should probably just do that. There we go. Yep. There we go. Okay, that's much better spacing. So now what do we do? I need... once again, I need metal. To take metal, we need a matter refiner. Well, here's a question. What's metal, precious? Metal. Can I give it silver? I can. So that might actually be a good idea. Because in that case, well, we can make magicite. So that means we need mana, steel, or mana, silver, and quartz. Okay, so let's take a look at the matter. Well, okay, so we're going to need a matter refiner, and then I'm just going to pump it into assembler, right? Player and assembler. Oh. Completely out of assemblers. Let's see. Looks like I'm low on mana again. Oh, this video has gone on way too long. Sorry, got distracted. I guess I will see you all on the next episode of AutoForge. We're gonna get this drill situation sorted, I think is the answer. But for now, thank you all so much for watching. See you next time.